Right, we're on. I think we're on. I'm glancing. We're on. Hopefully I don't press any buttons like last time that disable the recorder right away, but thankfully I got away with one in the previous video because it happened soon enough. I'm confident that we're rolling now. Confident enough that the audio looks okay. Welcome back. Hopefully we can get past the point where all of these videos start with me apologizing in advance to the audience for being bad at both the technical elements as well as many of the backgammon elements. But this is why we show up. This is why we play against the computer. Today, doing the same as before, just playing unlimited games against XG on professional setting, so it won't play totally perfectly, but it'll certainly be close enough. Far better than me, far better than most humans, I would guess. And I think probably no real need for much of a preamble here today. Other than I will say, we do have a new deck of cards for the end of the show. I finally thought to switch out my 15-year-old used card, so that's really exciting. Other than that, let's dive in. And we open with a 6-3. I'm quite confident that that is going to be right, and they are going to make the 5 instead of killing. Happy to note that. That's something that came up in a previous video, and they're already going to make me decide, do I want the bar in the face of a 5-point already made, or do I want this bar in the face of a 5-point on already made? To be honest, man, do I want that bar. I really, really want it. Hopefully, worst case scenario is we get to learn from this, and hopefully we're just right. Let's see. Okay, let's take a closer look. Let's see. And it would have been not only quite bad, it looks like to make the, and this would have been a disaster. This was better. Slotting the 5 is better. And yeah, you just have to make that bar point, presumably because of that immediate pressure from the opening 3-1. 5-4. I feel good about this being the 4. Part of my gut wants to hit here. I feel like I don't do nearly enough hitting from 6 to 5 in these sort of tempo spots. I really want to do it, but I think unfortunately I'm probably going to have to see that one more time before I get there. Okay, let's see how bad it was. 74 error, not good. Oh, I'll tell you what, I mean, this is humiliating. I didn't even consider a move I probably would have played had I noticed it, which was 9-4-8-4. But accidentally finding the right move counts just the same, although not a good habit to be in. Am I thinking about cubing? No, I'm not. Let's roll. I'm thinking about rolling double ones. I'm thinking about rolling double sixes or double threes. Any double twos, great. All right, let's just roll doubles. That's not it, but I think that's still decent. We don't have any hits. And now would be a good time to roll a strong number. Now am I thinking about cubing? A lot of really good rolls, but I don't think it's quite there with this home board, even when I have the bar point made. I don't think it's there. Maybe it is. I don't think so. It's not there. That's reassuring. What is there is a question. What is there with 6-3? Make sure, yeah, it still looks good on the production side of things. I'm going to start by saying I don't see a whole lot that looks good. I wish I could play 9-3-6-3 and make a new point, but I don't feel particularly compelled to add that much weight there. I mean, this is crazy, right? This is just crazy. This is crazy. Did my mic get okay? Still good. I hope. This is crazy, right? I want everything else looks so ugly, but that's crazy. I mean, it can't. This is pathetic. This is gross stuff. I don't want to be about this. Let's, I guess, go process of elimination. I'm not going to move either of these, right? I'm not breaking this anchor. Forget that. Man, do I want to play this. Oh man, do I want to, because when we get missed here, this is beautiful, beautiful stuff. And Let's just take one last look at, as long as I'm not overlooking anything. Like, this is just so ugly to me, but maybe it's right. I want to play this though. I really, really want to. I'm gonna do it. Terrible. Trash. And yeah, it was a bad roll. It was the second. Okay. It was just the ugly one. This is just too much. This move is just too much. I had a suspicion that might be the case, but let's just roll. Ooh, this is probably why we're shooting into a 3-point home board. A fan here is disaster, but we don't fan one, and then I suspect this is the five. And this is going to be a big day, incidentally, hands off your face, for which direction the wind is blowing here. Because in my first video back, I played out of my mind, like the best, maybe the best single session of my life against the computer. And then last time, not so much. So we'll see which side we end up on here. We do have the hit. Do we want to take it, is the question. And I'm inclined to wonder if the answer might be no. At the same time, I kind of like that. I want to play this one. I think it's just this probably. Do I want to hit? Okay, no hit was apparently the call. Yeah, hitting way, way, way bad. Cannot be coming off that opponent bar point or breaking that anchor. Understandable. For one, I mean, is this just slot the four? And one? We're not going to get a hit. We're not going to get a shot on our next roll anyway, so I'm okay with this. Let's see. All relatively similar. Want to build out that home board for the event in the event that we do get an opportunity. I feel like similarly I'm okay with this, but maybe I shouldn't be. Maybe I shouldn't be with that loose deuce in there. Do I want to just come around? We're down quite a bit in the race. We still might be a ways away from getting a shot. This does open the door for double fives, I guess, double fours. Is the door closed on those things with this? I'm sorry that I'm taking so long. I don't mind. I don't mind this. Let's see. Oh, and they do roll double fives, and now we're just gonna get cubed and drop. No matter what we play next would be my guess. But just to well, that's not what I want to look at. Just to take a closer look at this. Okay, it was the other thing. It doesn't really matter. We're gonna get cubed and drop it. And I don't oh, you can see cubes. Okay, good. You can't see the pop-ups, but you can see the cubes. And I'm going to go ahead and pass. We don't have much in the way of contact here unless they roll squarely double sixes on this next roll. That's a bit optimistic even for me. I'm just going to let this one go. And we actually brought that PR back down after that initial blunder. I'm pretty happy with how the rest of that went. And I think that's a good... I had this one the other day. Double fours. I had this one last time. Is it just this? I already forgot, in case you were curious. Part of me wants to play this because it's just such a sweet looking position. At the same time, can we really be that reckless about, let's see. Oh, blunder. Did I do the same? Oh, double. I didn't even consider pointing on this one in double kit. I noticed that it was split, but didn't realize that meant I could also then point on it. Big blunder. Okay. Not unlike the way we started the previous game. Woof. I mean, I would love to be able to do that, but come on. We're leaving a 7, 8, 9, and 10 as hits. Granted, they're all indirect, and we would have that. And as I'm talking myself out of it, there's no 6 that isn't going to leave me in a destitute situation. This actually strikes me as not unreasonable. I'm going to play it. Okay, we do get hit, but that's not the biggest surprise. And this was actually right by a lot. There's just no other. I don't really want to take a bunch of credit for that. There was just everything else just so ugly. What's not ugly here is double threes. Three. I'm inclined to do that, but there are other ideas to be had for sure. For instance, this comes to mind versus actually the tempo hit. Let's go with this. Okay, happy about that. How bad were. Oh, terrible. We're the other. Okay. Happy we've learned our lesson to err on the side of pointing on them in the home board, at least in this context. We do get a nice roll here for the hit. And is this a double hit with this kind of not a ton of builders down here? I'm as much as I do want to get better at the 6 to 5 kill spots. This strikes me as better, and I think we'll probably be able to find some cubes here pretty soon. Is it as soon as now? And yeah, anything else would have been bad, very bad. Are we already finding a cube? Up 29. What are the awkward rolls? And great players will already see them, I'm sure. I guess 6-3 doesn't. Maybe I'm missing something super obvious, but I'm not seeing a ton. Is 5-4 that much? But no, I don't think it really is. I think I'm going to send the cube, and we do get a double and a pass. So very clear cube, I'm sure. Okay. I don't think we need to belabor that one too much. Let's try to get in more action, less talking. 6, and now I think this is going to be a classic get off my 5 point early situation. Is this the 6 we're playing? No. I think we're doing this. Let's see. Looks clean. Let's double check. Not quite clean. It was this. I'm very happy to know that that wasn't crazy. I thought that might be crazy. It was that. Okay. So in, cover, and now what? Kill down here? Probably, right? I would not hate unstacking onto the 3 point is the other thing I'm considering rather than the kill. But I think I prefer this. And it looks like that was right. Let's see if it was close. Not particularly, although wouldn't have been an egregious mistake. In on the 5 and kill again with the 4, I'm guessing. Yes. We get smacked. And that's not ideal. Do we want to find some sort of tempo hit here? I would love, like for instance, come in on the 2, kill there. Because the alternatives are come in on the 4 and do what with the 2? I really don't see anything. I mean, I get like that. Is that it? I have a hard time buying that. So the more I think about it, the more I'm talking myself into this. I'm doing it. And it looks, I'm happy about that. This is the sort of stuff that I just was missing for the first many years of playing backgammon, but I'm happy about that. And anything else would have been really bad. So that's good to see. I think that's like a classic spot where unless you get to actively studying backgammon, you just don't get yelled at enough for getting that wrong. And it doesn't sink in until you see a bunch of red numbers with very bad blunder rates next to them. Equity hits, maybe is the better way of putting it. Well, I don't think I'm doubling. I would like to roll a 6-5. Okay. I wanted to clean this up and clean this up. Double fives would have been not terrible as well. 3-2. Man. So a couple of ideas. I could reestablish this point. That's certainly in the mix for me. I'm going to keep that in mind. I could establish this point. Is that anything? But then I'm leaving. I mean, this starts getting pretty ugly pretty quickly. I think, ooh, is the priority just don't let them make this prime. I'm sorry to the much better players than me who can see this very clearly. Hopefully soon I'll get there and we'll all get there. I know it sounds insane, but man, does it feel like I have a better game by reestablishing the 8 point than making the bar to me. And I can't talk myself out of it. I'm duplicating ones here. I'm playing this. Okay, let's see how bad it looks. Like this is at least not terrible. And okay, I'm happy with that. This was the next best idea, but not a good one contextually. So I'm happy to have found that. Ace deuce. I mean, is it just this? Is that it? Or is there something cooler we can find? For instance, like that comes to mind as maybe something cool. Duplicating fours, meaning it would hit with a four here and a four here, making it harder to get double hit. Duplication is certainly something to look into. If that's a concept you haven't heard much about at this point in your backgammon journey. At the same time, it really feels like that. Oh no! What was it? Was it something cool? Ooh, I guess still wanting to reestablish the bar, not wanting to be on this 23 point, which is something I certainly have been yelled at enough about over my life. That is not something I'm going to yell about. That I feel very good about. Oh, and they fan. This surely isn't a cube yet, though, right? No cube. Ooh, double fives. Um, wow. I mean, how do you not make the bar at this point? Is that I want to make this point and make the bar, and I think this is the only way to do it. Let's just make sure I'm not being hasty here. Like this is I mean, I'd rather lock this down and leave that. Let's go for this. And it looks like that was right. And then this was second best, but still not close. Okay, happy with that. And now we're recubing. We have sixes and fours to hit, but not many builders down there. We are up a bunch in the race, and I only know that because I'm looking at the pip count, which you guys can see here and here. 24-point lead. I mean, even hitting loose is just so powerful. I think I'm going to send it. If it were a Jacoby situation, I'm pretty confident I would send it. Do I want to? Oh, I'm not sure. I got the pop-up that said, "Are you sure you want to double?" I don't know if that came through. The answer to that question is no, but I might do it anyway. Am I overestimating? Probably. I mean, they have the advanced anchor. I think I'm going to hold for the time being. And it was a good hold, it looks like. And that is a good roll, it looks like. We're going to find that kill, I think is the right place from which to kill. Okay. I still am a bit reluctant to send it. I think I'm going to hold. Oh, and it was a cube. Okay. And it always does feel cheap to now be in situations where going forward, like you know that you missed a cube the last time, but that's just a trade-off I have to make. I do strongly, strongly agree with Mochi, who I heard once make the point though that like when you're playing a match with someone over the board, getting like online on certain sites, it'll show you the running PRs and show you like things you're getting wrong, and that for sure feels not pure to me. But this is educational purposes. I think it's okay. Boy, do I want to hit here. But I also kind of want to make the 8 point. Boy, do I want to do that. I kind of like this. Now, alternatively, we could kind of bait them off this point, perhaps. I don't have any other, I mean, we don't even have any builders down here. Oh, man. I'm going for this. And it looks like that was all right. No, I don't want to. Oh, wow. Would have been a huge blunder. I'm running good with these pick a side. I know hands off your face is the general idea, but my neck itches. And now is it cube time. Oh, I guess my mic has been blocking my face the whole time anyway. Now is it cube time. I gotta work on my posture. Already 20 minutes in, damn. I don't think so. I'm gonna hold one more time. It was a cube. Cool. But I wouldn't have integrity. Uh Paramount. Like there are times where, for instance, in a recent video, I was double checking a move before making my decision with the cube, and I got the intel that, oh, either one was just minus the full game. Because no matter what you play, you're just going to get cubed and drop it. But I had previously stated, oh, I think I'm going to get cubed and take it here. So I took it. Like that sort of thing, I'm happy to play as straightforwardly as possible, but I'm not going to insult your intelligence or mine by pretending I can't see that I'm missing cubes over here. Okay. And it's my turn again, right? I have a 3. What is going on? I have a 3-1 to play? Hang on. Okay. Too busy waxing philosophical. I think it's just bury it and hope to roll doubles. And now is it a cube? I still think the answer is no. I still don't want a cube. And like that knowledge that if I were playing over the board, I wouldn't cube. I think, having said that, they do have a blot in the home board. I don't think I would cube this over the board, so I'm going to not do it again. And it wasn't a cube that time. See, integrity pays. Now is it a cube? Now that we have so many market losers, now I think I am willing to. We also have a lot of bad numbers is the problem. But those market losers, and because of the bad numbers, I think now the cube I would send over the board. It's a double and a take, and we do hit a good number. And I think it's just both. Let's see how close this cube was. I'll run it on plus plus. I mean, it's not going to be close either way. Huge double. And that one I do think I'm okay with saying I could find over the board. Okay, and now, I mean, I can't duplicate the 1 as far as I can see. Okay. 4-1 is a pretty good roll. Safety for the moment. I mean, do we just burn it or do we pay? I'm not paying now into a double shot. I think I'm just burning it. Oh, is this right? Okay. Now am I just burning it into a double shot? Now I think I. Oh, you know what? Let's burn it into a single shot. That seems okay. Let's see what the. Yeah, would have been very bad to leave the double shot, as is often the case when you could leave a single shot. So the 6 has to come from here. And now the 3 feels like it must come from there. Now let's roll doubles. That is how it's done. Okay. The 5 has to be from there. So let's duplicate. Man, would I love to duplicate 4s here, but it does feel like doing this would potentially put me in an awkward kind of bear off situation sometimes. This is the 5. I think overall I think I'm going to trade less duplication for cleaner bear offs, I think. Oh, and he does hit. Okay, let's see how close that was. Not close is the answer to that. Yeah. Duplication not worthwhile. Oh, and double 2s. I thought was a much better roll than it actually ultimately looks like. Can I just get away with this? I really don't like this. This feels like it leaves a lot of bad numbers. I might be crazy for this. Is that crazy? I'm gonna do it. Oh, it was crazy. Yeah, okay. Don't do that. That was a prank. A hilarious prank. Ooh! But pays off. Ignorance rewarded. And so, whoa, mercifully still playing a 6.4. Let's roll something good. 6-1 will do. They do still have plenty of chances here. I do not mean to be a chicken counter. I don't think I've ever even had a. Ooh. Okay. I've never even had a sweat for a backgammon on the stream that I can think of, so that'd be very cool. Oh, backgammon sweat. Do it. Ah, almost got the BG. And we can see we actually played a 5.35 on that game, which is stunning to me considering some of the miscalculations along the way. I think 5-4 is just going to be this. I think it looks good. Double fives. How about it? The 5 point is blocked down here. It's the best we can do. This one's not moving. Is this it? I think I'm okay with this. Ooh, not quite. Not quite. What is it? Okay. And you keep, okay. I wanted the structural flexibility with builders on both the midpoint, by which I mean the 13, and the 8. Let's just roll hot again. And that's the 5. And now, let's see if what we're duplicating, if anything. Nothing too compelling that I can see. Like if I play this 6, we're not really duplicating 4s. If I come in on the 5 and play this 6, I don't. I want to play this. Uh, it was the other one. Nope, it's the other one. Shout out Homonym, 30 Rock Great. Uh, okay, okay. I mean, I can't imagine the computer is in love with having points made on both their 1 point and 2 point, essentially removing those checkers from play, but the points are still made. So oh, I miscounted how many I have to play. 3, 3, 3, 3, I guess. Okay, interesting. Plenty of cases where you do willingly break your 6 point. What's the one? If I'm gonna get hit, the reason I don't want to just play this one where it's the least expensive if I get hit is I want to be shooting back at it from the bar unless they point on me. Does that mean I want to play this one? I actually don't mind this duplicating 2s. I could play 3 to 2. Maybe this is actually disgusting now that I think about it. Maybe it's just this. I'm gonna do this. Oh. And I won't look. I'm getting cubed. I won't look yet at the previous move other than to say I can see that it was a huge mistake. And maybe I just slept something super easy. The cube comes. I'm gonna take. Let's go back to this 6-1. It was just okay. Oh my God, look at how bad all of these other moves are. You just don't want to leave a second blot, I guess is a very reasonable priority. And we do mercifully roll the 4 for the time being, and I don't want to leave a third blot. So I guess I'm doing that. Get hit. 4? No 6. 4. Oh, baby. 4-3. One of the better rolls. Cube in hand. Let's not see a 2. I don't mind this. I think we roll. Double 6. We're going to start with. Oh, what are we going to start with? Let's see. Maybe we start with that. I don't mind this. Duplicating 3s. Let's do this. Oh, huge blunder. Look at this. Disaster. Yeah. I don't know how I went from I'm definitely making the bar to I'm not even pretending to make the bar. But we didn't get punished. And now this is it too good to recube? One wonders. Probably not with that 5 point board and this many splots. I think I will send it back. Let's take a. I guess you guys can't see this. I got a 31 distracted rating on that last game. Maybe that's because. No, it was a close redouble, but that's not what killed me. It was all this nonsense. This is a 258 error, a 332 error. It's hard to find errors that big in matches that only or games that only last for 11 moves, but nonetheless here we are, and we're playing, I guess, about what I would expect to play in general, right? I think I'm right around like a 9 or a 10 when I can see the pip count in the grand scheme at this point. Hopefully going to bring that number down pretty quickly, but results wise, running mighty hot. Let's keep it going. 6-5, we're already at 30 minutes. I have a bad habit of these sorts of endeavors taking longer than I would plan on going in. Is this a get off my 4 point? Or is it having escaped a back checker? Is it this? Or is it having escaped a back checker? Is it this? I'm a little nervous that this is not a get off my 4 point situation. I'm going to go for it. Oh, it is a get off my 4 point. It looks like it might have been close. Let's see. Okay. And that actually, it was this, but the threshold to register as green is a 2% error, a 20 error, which is 2%, right? This is out of 1,000, right? I should know that. Yeah, 2% error, not a 20% error. Okay. 4, 4, 4. Whoa, not that many. 4, 4, 4. And I guess 4. I'm okay with that. Looks good. Let's see if it was slightly bad. No, it was good. But this was the other thing I was thinking. Also would have been fine. 5. And I guess it's probably just this. Double 6 fan. I feel good about a cube here. I feel good about it. It's a double and a take. Big double. Big, big double. Love to see it. So my first thought is this double kill time? The other thought is, let's see what. Whoops, not doing that. Let's see what this is. This better? I think I like double kill time better. I'm ready to get mega punished, but I think this is all right. It does look like and when it is right, it's probably my guess is before looking at this that it's probably a pretty big blunder to not do that. So let's take a look. Yeah, would have been a blunder to not do that. And now the 3 I'm quite confident is going to hit here. And I think I actually, with 3 on the bar, I think I like playing 2 down. Is this crazy? Oh, double 2s punished. Punished, but we repunish with the 4. I want to make this point. I think I do. Versus making the 16. I'm going to make the 11. Okay, let's take a closer look at that. Oh, it was slightly make the 16, but not by a wide enough margin to matter. 4-1 is a very good look. Okay, we're certainly rolling white hot overall, but I don't know that 6-3 is going to continue that theme. Oh boy, is it not going to continue that theme. 6-3 is a woof situation as far as I can tell. Hands off my face despite the woofness of the situation. Maybe a little water break. And actually, let's try to keep these videos under 40 minutes for the most part. And I still got a whole game to play, a card to pick. Start thinking of your pick a card. Let the spirit come to you. But I need the spirit to come to me in the short term as things pertain to this 6-3. And man, is that looking like a daunting proposition. I mean, I don't have a playable 3 after this as far as I'm not going to do that. I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. So this is my other thought. I had another thought. Where did it go? What happened to my other thought? I could have sworn I just saw something else. This. Is this okay? I certainly don't know. I mean, I don't love the look of that at all. Is this okay? I don't love the look of any of this, to be honest. This looks the least bad to me, just in my gut so far. I don't like it. I don't like it. But I'll be happy. I'd like to find, boost my chair up a little bit. I'd like to find the right move. Let's go. This will be the last game for today. Don't worry, we'll have many, many more days ahead of us. And if you've missed any of the previous videos, they're a lot like this, and you can catch up on them. Let's find the right move. I'll consider it a win for the day, especially because getting this right versus wrong will probably be the swing between single digits and double digits for PR. And I will, I can't be missing anything that crazy, right? Kind of like that, but this is, I'm doing it. Oh, oh, it went green, so it's not. Oh, the computer thought about it and then decided it was the right move. Let's see what the other contender was. That was the other contender, and I didn't even think about that. Leave the one. This is the other contender? Wow. I guess, I mean, you just don't want to, breaking everything else is so ugly. But I'm going to run this on plus plus just to get a closer look. I'm going to run all of the non-blunder moves on plus plus just because I would be interested in seeing a bit more about this spot. And please, for good players out there, this is the spot that I need your help with today. Leave a comment if you don't mind. And while you're at it, like and subscribe, I guess. I don't know. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference, to be honest. I don't see backgammon YouTube content becoming any sort of life altering situation for virtually anyone anytime soon. But I do think getting good at backgammon and documenting that process is very helpful. I'm happy to have found the right move there. Someone tell me why that's the right move, but that to me feels very good, as does covering this. But do I want to do that, or do I want to do something else? I think I want to do that. Why wouldn't I do that? That's that. Let's do that. And let's just peel off sixes. Let's just peel them off. That's an ugly, ugly, ugly number. I don't think I have much of a choice but to just keep the anchor, right? Oh no, I had many choices, it appears. That's bad. Wow. I don't see, this is the kind of I just don't have this in me. I don't have to me, burying it on the one feels awful, breaking the anchor feels awful, leaving. Yeah, I get it. That when you get missed, that's got plenty of upside. But in any event, um, I'm going to come in on the two and bump this one. Was that wrong? Ah, I was wondering if it was coming on the one. Oh, it wasn't even coming on the one. Okay. Okay, I mean, I guess for flexibility. Sure. How big of a blunder was this? Not good. Very generously green. Yikes. Well, we're in on the five. And then I guess this is the three. Duplicate twos. I feel good. Oh boy. Duplicate twos. Jinho comes and gets me. And the recube is on. They're going to clear. I'm going to be down. Maybe not as much as, yeah, quite a bit. I think I'm just going to drop this. I'm going to be devastated to go out on a wrong drop here, though. Over the board, I mean, first of all, I wouldn't be good enough at counting pips to realize how close it was. I'm just gonna honor system. I would drop this, and let's review. Oh, it was a take. I'm gonna just run it on plus plus. It wasn't an enormous. Okay, I mean a 40 take is still bad. for by me. We mercifully stay in the single digits for our PR today, although by a very narrow margin. I'm going to start shuffling. For those new to the program, this is the part we start wrapping things up, and in so doing, encourage those watching along at home to pick a card. I'm actually using a new deck of cards today. I can't believe it took me 2 videos to think of this, but I had 5 packs of unopened cards just sitting there, and instead I was using these gross old sticky ones. These are my favorite card company. This is a indie sort of bespoke card company called Fulton's. I don't know if that's even making it. No one. FultonsPlayingCards.com. Free plug. I'm gonna shuffle one more time, and as I'm doing that, I'm gonna think of my own card selection here. Um, I'm feeling high cards tonight. I have yet to call an ace. I have yet to call anything over like eight or something. So let's go high. Let's go with a queen. And you lock in your guess. Honor system here is important here on the channel. At a certain point, I'm going to stop messing around with these cards. I'm going to pick the queen of diamonds. I'm going to cut the deck in half. I'm going to hold it up to the camera. Lock in your guess. Here we go. Queen of diamonds. Looks like the seven of spades. Not there for me once again. Someday, maybe. That though, hopefully it was there for you. Probably not, just statistically speaking, and that's what this backgammon channel is all about. But congratulations to those who hit it. I'm sure I will get a smoother intro, outro, backgammon playing ability along the way. But anyone who's with me at this point, thank you so much. I'll see you next time.